truth, Cece. You might have kept her if you'd ever had the good sense to realize how lucky you are. But you didn't. You took her for granted.
How exciting, Sophia.
It's anything but flattering, Mason.
Are you worth it? That's the question. No, Mason, she is not.
Come here. You're right on time. Yeah, it's a virtue I much admire. Promise.
Didn't think it was neatness.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. That's a little neater. Sit yourself right down there.
Well, I thought maybe we could just get going. I didn't know that I'd have to wait for you to get dressed.
Oh, dressed? No, I'm already almost dressed. All I need to do is put my jacket on.
All right, Pearl, I may get roped into making good on a bet, but I draw the line on walking into a restaurant with a man who is not wearing any shoes.
Oh, shoes? Don't worry. I got those too.
How daringly mainstream of you.
Yeah, well, are you wishing that you hadn't made that bet with me? Is that it?
Actually, I didn't think Eden was going to show up.
Yeah, I wonder what those two are going to think right now. I don't know if they'll ever talk to us again.
They may talk to me, not you. You set it up. I was an accessory.
Oh, I see. Go to back on the bed now. Is that it? Go ahead.
No, I'm a woman of principle.
I knew you'd say that somehow. Now, principles. That's another thing I got great admiration for.
Well, if you could curb some of that admiration and get dressed, I would certainly appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Be back on flash, okay?
Pearl.
I like it when it gets dark up here, you know, you can feel the stillness. It's like you're the only people in the world. Whoa.
Yeah, but we're not.
Obviously, whose car is that?
I don't know.
Is anybody else in the family coming up here?
Not that I know of. Wouldn't have to be family, though. Daddy lends the cabin to other people sometimes. What are we gonna do?
Say hello, I guess.
How are we gonna explain us being here together? How are we gonna explain that?
I don't know. Why don't we just tell them the truth? That a friend arranged for us to be here and that it was all a misunderstanding.
I think that sounds a little strange. Don't you?
Eden, I don't think we have anything to hide.
Oh, I think we do.
Well, at least today for a little while we didn't. You know what would be nice? It would be nice to hear you say, you love me.
Cruz, please.
It's going to be tough to go back to pretending I don't feel the way I do, you know. I'm not even sure that's the right thing to do.
We have to. I have to.
Boy, it gets colder than you'd think up in these mountains.
Yeah.
Wait, don't do that. You can't drink hot chocolate plain.
What? Marshmallows? Forget it.
Nope.
I hate marshmallows. I hated them since I was a kid.
Marshmallows. There, isn't that festive?
Oh, it's beautiful. You want some?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oops.
Mark.
Oh, shh, quiet.
God, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
No, I mean beautiful. Hey, I mean you get more beautiful every day. You know what that means, I guess, huh?
What?
I love you.
I think I love you.
What?
I said I think I love you.
Love you.
Well, you can take care of Ted for me, can't you?
Oh, I can't.
Of course you can. Just make sure he's off somewhere for a little while. Just so I can have a few moments alone with my son. That's all I'm asking for is a few moments. Please? Look, I promise I won't cause any trouble. I'm on my way over.
Tina. Not disturbing you, am I?
No, not at all. In fact, I'm almost finished.
College must be a lot of work.
Yeah, well, these lit courses always are. I'm telling you, every week you got another paper. This one's on Jane Eyre.
Never read it.
Yeah, well, I bet you like it. It's pretty. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Huh? Hey, everything okay?
I guess.
Well, you don't seem okay. Anything I can do?
Hey, Brandon. Dinner's almost ready. We have steak and french fries.
Oh, that sounds good. Huh? French fries still your favorite? Come on, every time I'm around, you steal mine when I'm not looking.
I'm not hungry. I'm gonna go watch TV.
Hey, well then how about if I set your tray up for you and you can have your dinner in the study so you can watch TV and eat at the same time.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. How about you? Would you like dinner in the dining room this evening?
No, I'll finish this paper and get over to Kelly's.
Okay, I'll let the cook know it's just for one.
Ed,
Yeah.
my mommy called today?
No, not that I know of.
Why did she have to leave?
Hi. How about a little hot chocolate? It's not really hot.
There doesn't seem to be any heat or hot water, and we were really cold, so we were trying to get ourselves warmed up a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's gonna get cold. Are you planning on staying?
Well, no, not. See, your father offered us the cabin, but he obviously didn't know that you were here.
Mary, this is cool. Eden and I have to be getting back into town, but we have some car trouble, and I'll have to pick up some parts before we can get out of here. Do you think I could use your car to do that?
Oh, yeah, sure, no problem.
Thanks.
You guys, come on in and make yourself comfortable. Well, I mean, it's your cabin, right?
Listen, by the way, there's a problem with the gas tank outside. The valve's stuck on it. There's no heat in the place.
Oh, great.
Cruz, you know anything about valves on gas tanks?
Not much. Why don't we go take a look at it?
Great idea. We'll do that now. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Oh, and will you bring my purse back from the car when you come back?
Sure.
Well, you must be wondering.
Eden,
Well, Cruz and I didn't plan to come here. It wasn't like that.
you don't have to say anything.
I just feel so. I'm sorry.
There's certainly nothing to apologize for.
Why do I feel so ashamed?
It's about time. I've been waiting here for...
Shoes okay?
Fine.
Something wrong?
No. Where'd you go?
Where'd I go? The closet.
But it was locked.
Oh, you were gonna come in there after me?
I've just never seen anybody walk into a closet, close the door, and lock it before.
Oh, it's a walk-in closet, so I walked in. What's wrong with that?
Is this your suit?
Sure.
Why?
Nothing. It's just a different look for you.
Bellissimo, eh?
Where'd you get it?
Oh, I see. You think I stole this suit, huh? You think I go out with a lady lawyer wearing a hot suit? Actually, what happened is I got this payment for services rendered. It's all on the up and up.
Right.
So what do you say we step out tonight, go to the casino? How's that sound?
Oh, I thought maybe we'd go someplace else.
What's the matter, Judy? You afraid of being seen with me in public? Is that it? Maybe one of your friends?
For heaven's sake.
Your sister, maybe?
What do I care what Augusta thinks?
How about you? Well, what do you think?
Quite frankly, I don't know what to think.
Yeah, think Cary Grant. Well, my dear, shall we be off to the casino? Eh? Have I told you how very, very ravishing you are? Very, very ravishing.
Dear Cruz, I have to see you today, alone. 5 o'clock at our cabin in Santa Ynez Mountains. Love, Eden.
Excuse me, Cece. I need to get back to the office. I have to start researching that Redstone property deal. Could I get a lift back with the helicopter?
I'm afraid I sent the pilot back another business, Kurt.
Well, I guess I'll just have to take a ferry then.
Look, since you're going back to the office, there's something you can do for me. There's a dossier on the major stockholders of Monte Industries, and if you find it, put it on my desk, because I want to read it when I get back, okay?
Cece, I have no idea when I'll be getting home.
Kirk, I expect to find that file on my desk when I get home. Please.
All right.
Well, I'm glad you and Kirk have managed to patch up your differences.
Are you?
Well, of course. I think Kirk's the logical choice to step into Channing's noble shoes. He's got that same golden boy appearance, the same slick sense of duty. Both illegitimate. Kirk's not a blood relative, but then neither was Channing when all is said and done. I think you two were meant for each other.
Thank you, Mason. You know, it does my heart good to know I have your complete support.
My, you're in a good mood this evening, and I'll bet I know why. As long as Sophia is not with Lionel, you're on top of the world.
I couldn't care less who Sophia's with.
I think you ought to fight fire with a little fire, Dad. Why don't you sidle up to Augusta and whisper some sweet nothings in her ear? Show me I'm not a total washout as a matchmaker.
You must be reading my mind, Mason. I've already whispered in Augusta's ear, and Augusta has whispered back. Would you like to know what we talked about?
Ooh, I'm all ears.
Oh, there could be something in it for you.
For me?
Yes. If you cooperate, you could be a very wealthy man in your own right. Does that interest you?
Well, if the offer came from anyone other than you, it might, Dad. But let's hear your proposition anyway. As for my taking you up on it, I wouldn't ask any of these good people here to place any bets.
I know how this must look. I know you must be thinking that there was something going on with Cruz and I, but I wouldn't want you to think that, especially you, Mary. I know you also must be wondering why I left Cruz and I married Kirk.
Eden, it's really none of my business.
But Mary, I know you're too decent to ask. And I know you won't judge me, but I know you've wondered. And I won't lie to you and say that I haven't been confused. And maybe I was even unfaithful in my heart. But not in my life. I really don't act that way. Cruz and I, we were tricked into this. We really didn't come here together.
Well, see, that's more than I can say. I mean, Mark and I did plan to come here together.
It's really not the same thing. You don't have a husband.
I know, but I don't think I'm ready for this, Eden. I really don't.
You're right, man. That thing's stuck tight.
Yeah, it's probably rusted through. Let me give you a hand.
Listen, I think we keep pushing with this thing, we're going to break the seal on the propane. We just don't have the right tools.
We can get it when we go into town.
Well, I got to go in there anyway to get the stuff for the cars.
Let's go. Let's go right now.
Okay, great. Hey, did you drop something?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Is that what I think it is?
Yeah, it's an engagement ring.
Wow, that is beautiful. You're going to pop the big question up here?
I already did.
Just thinking about it. Actually, I brought her up here hoping she'd say yes. You know what I mean?
That'd be terrific. Good luck.
Thanks. Thanks a lot. Let's go.
Yeah.
Will you have somebody cash me in, please? Let's go to the bar. I had a long discussion with Augusta about her divorce settlement. She said she wanted to take all of Lionel's paintings. I told her I didn't think that would be wise. I thought you should take all of his holdings, such as his houses, his stocks, his bonds, anything she could get. I made her a very, very generous offer and anything that she could get from Lionel.
Even if she gets the paintings?
Well, that's up to you to see that she keeps the assets and leaves the paintings.
It's up to me?
As her attorney. No attorney worth his salt would let her go without having all the real estate holdings, such as his house and grounds in Santa Barbara.
Oh, I see. You want me to get the estate for Augusta so you can buy it for yourself. I thought you said there was something in it for me.
There is. 20%.
Woo-hoo. I don't have my calculator with me, but I know that's a sizable chunk of change.
Good. Are you interested?
No.
What do you mean, no?
Through fighting your battles for you, Dad. Through counting on your promises.
You never learned trust, did you?
You never gave it.
Yes, I did, Mason. To those who were deserving, I gave trust.
Oh, like Eden, for example. Eden, the paragon.
There are others. Mary, for example.
Well, I can't fault you there, Dad. Mary is worthy of anybody's good faith.
It goes both ways. She confides in me. She looks up to me for advice. She even has faith in me.
Well, I didn't say she was infallible.
When Dr. McCormick asked her to marry her, she came to me first. Asked my advice.
Did she?
Still not quite sure what I am going to say to her.
But you would be sure if I did what you want. I wonder how much trust Mary would have in you if she knew you were trying to use her as a bargaining chip, Dad. Did that to Gina with Brandon, now you're trying to do the same thing to me with Mary.
I took Brandon away from Gina for good reason, and you know it.
You didn't take him away. She let you have him. For the first time, she was afraid to fight you. And I think I know why.
Pray tell why.
I think you know that Gina tried to kill you. Not the first time when the machines were turned off, but later when you were coming out of the coma.
You have an active imagination.
I think you caught her in the act and then threatened to go to the police if she didn't give you Brandon. I want to know just one thing, Dad. Did you see her try to kill you the first time? Were you aware enough to know who tried to turn off those machines?
I just thought of something. Could have been you. You could have done it, Mason. I mean, I've heard all these heroic stories about Mary and you saving my life, but there still is a question of your whereabouts.
I was in the study, Mary.
And she says you weren't there for long. You went away after a while. You could have been in my room. Could have been you. I'm going to have to jog my memory and maybe get it back. And if it comes back to me, then I'm going to have to call the police and tell them about that. Oh, well, let's not dwell on negative things like that. Why don't we just think about more important things? Better things for you, like the offer I just made to you.
Brandon having a supper now?
Yes, I set a tray up for him in the study.
Good. Yeah, that should cheer him up a little bit.
Well, lately I've been wondering if there's anything that'll cheer him up.
I know what you mean.
Has he been like this for long?
No, he's usually a real happy kid. It's just, well, he had kind of a crisis with his mom. Well, now he's just kind of having a tough time adjusting living here without her.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
I'll get that.
No, I'll get it. I stretched my legs. I'm crazy.
Ted, I know I'm not supposed to be here.
Wait a minute.
I'll be honest with you. I have to see Brandon. I miss him so much. I just can't stand it.
I don't know.
No, please. I know you're worried that Steve's coming.
No. Dad is not here. That's the problem.
Well, really? Well, then there's nothing to worry about, right? I mean, there's no way he could find out. And I'm sure we could ask this young lady not to say anything.
Gina, this is Haley Benson. She's new here. She's working. Haley, this is Brandon's mom.
Hello. Please. Just a few minutes. I just want to spend a few minutes with Brandon. I won't stay very long. I know he misses me terribly, and that can't be good for him, Dan.
All right, he's in the study.
It's okay, I can see him. Thank you. Your steak's getting cold, sweetheart. Don't you want to take another couple bites of it? Oh, sweetheart, come here. I know how you feel. I haven't had much of an appetite lately myself. Sometimes it's hard to eat when you're feeling sad.
I don't like it here anymore.
Oh, sweetheart, don't say that. I mean, you have your own room and all your toys and your model cars.
I want to live with you.
I want that so much. But I'm afraid it's just not possible right now. It's not where I'm living. You're too far away from your friends and from school, and you really didn't like it.
Aren't you going to find another place?
Of course I am. Just as soon as I can. I'm looking every chance I get. But I want it to be right for us, honey. I want you to have your own room like you do here. In a nice big yard. I mean, what are we going to do when Easter time comes? We have to have a big yard to have our Easter egg hunt, don't we? How about a cookie? How about if we split one of those cookies and we can fight over who gets the bigger half?
Mommy, I'm sleepy.
Really tired already? Guess I better let you get to bed then. A good night kiss. Oh, sweetheart, come on. I just want you to remember how much I love you. And I'm gonna come and visit you again real soon, okay? Just as soon as I can. In the meantime, you sleep tight. He's tired. I can't believe it. He wanted to go to bed. It's 6 o'clock. He's never gone to bed at 6 o'clock his whole life. Not even when he was 2 years old.
He's going through a hard time right now. It can't last
I can't believe this. Something awful is happening to him, and it's all my fault.
Gina, don't think
It's true. I let myself get trapped into letting CC take him away from me. And now something terrible is happening to him. He's changed. And there's nothing I can do for that little boy. It's all my fault that this is happening.
Tell you what, we're gonna have Coton Charlemagne 1861. How's that sound?
You like burgundy, Julian?
Are you sure you can afford it? We don't have a layaway plan.
What we'd really like is another waitress, but I don't happen to see one around anywhere.
Excuse me.
Do you know what you just ordered?
Yeah, sure I do. I brought a case of this stuff over on the boat, made a delivery. Catchy kind of name sort of stuck in my head. I mean, what the heck, with the prices around here, it can't be too bad, huh? You're taking me.
Somehow I feel you're trying to take me.
Excuse me for a minute. Lionel.
Why are you pretending I'm not here?
I'm not pretending anything.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Knowing what it does to me.
Lionel, occasionally I have a right to go out, and when I do, I want to have an escort.
I could be your escort.
You know how I feel about that.
This guy you're with, what's the purpose? You trying to send a message to CC, trying to make him jealous?
I am trying to live my life with a measure of independence.
Well, remember something, Sophia. Even if CC falls for the bait, whatever it is that's been between us, it's been there for over 20 years. It won't go away just because you want to win your husband back.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt, but you seem to have a telephone call.
I'll be right back, okay? I'll be sure to keep my seat warm.
Isn't this a bit above and beyond? What? What are you doing spending the evening with him?
Why not? He's a friend.
A friend?
That's right.
Oh, please. I have never known a woman with so many friends and so few romances.
Go away, Augusta.
Well, darling, I'm sorry. I can't help but notice that ever since your last romance, the only people you seem to be attracted to are men who are not available to you or who can't be taken very seriously.
Well, you, on the other hand, are doing wonderfully well with your newfound freedom. Casting longing glances at your ex-husband. I saw you. That's a great way to get into circulation.
All right, thank you for the information. I'm sorry to have bothered you at home.
Who was that?
I was Brandon's teacher. She says she's noticed the same type of behavior in him at school, that he's withdrawn, that he's not paying attention. She was so worried about him last week, she sent him in to see a counselor. I knew this would happen. I told CC this would happen if he separated us. But he doesn't care. He went ahead and did it anyway. I'm sorry. I know I've said longer than I should.
No, it's all right.
I'm just going to wait for the teacher. She's going to call the counselor, and the counselor's going to call me right back. And then I'll go.
Are you going to be okay?
Yeah. Look, you better leave. You don't want anyone to see us in here.
Here's your damn file, Cece. I hope you choke on it. Now for Cruz. Get out of here.
I'm waiting for a phone call.
I said get out, Gina.
What are you so angry about? You look like you're ready to kill somebody, Kirk.
It's not a bad idea.
Well, I heard you mention Cruz's name. Is that who you're mad at?
I don't have any time for this, Gina. I mean it.
What's wrong? Are you afraid Cruz still has the hots for your wife? And vice versa? Well, if I were you, I'd be pretty worried about it, sweetheart. I hate to tell you, but I think it's true.
Am I gonna have to throw you out of here?
If you do, I'll ask very loudly what you were doing rummaging around Cece's desk.
I brought a file for Cece at his request, Gina. I work for the man, or have you forgotten? Get out of my way.
I know they're together. I know it.
I can't believe this is what our grandmothers did every time they wanted to clean up.
It's really too bad about the propane tank.
Yeah, I know. I feel a little silly wanting a bath in this chilly cabin, but I don't know. I feel sort of dusty from riding. I can't stand it.
You went riding?
Yeah. You know, Cruz and I, we used to ride here all the time about a year ago. You know, it's really beautiful up here.
Eden, you're right. What you said before, I have been wondering what happened with you and Cruz, because, boy, you seemed so perfect.
You know, sometimes things just don't work out. Circumstances that we don't have any control over. I mean, it wasn't like we didn't fight because we fought. We were really lucky because we got to forgive each other for what we fought for, but I don't know, it was other things.
That's what I have to learn.
What do you mean?
How to forgive. You know, when somebody hurts me, I can't forget it. No matter what that person will do later on to make it up to me, there's something in me that's too proud or just too stubborn. I can't give people second chances.
You mean Mason?
I haven't been fair to Mason.
Oh, Mary. He's the one who has the problems. Don't blame yourself because of that.
Yeah, but Eden, I couldn't handle it. And I just keep wondering what life would be like if I had.
You know, I think we all think about what our lives would be like if we lived them differently. But what you gotta do is you just have to put your life, you've got to commit yourself to a certain course, you know? And that involves other people. And all of a sudden we're responsible for everyone, not just ourselves.
You really want your marriage to work, don't you?
Yes, I do. You know, Kirk's been good to me. He's accepted my uncertainty and my moodiness, and And he's loved me all the same. It should be so simple. Except...
I understand you and my father had an interesting talk about real estate and fine art.
Your father does love to throw his money around. He offered me an enormous sum for my share of Lionel's property.
Mm-hmm. And he doesn't want you to take the paintings.
Mason, if you don't want to get me the paintings, I'll find someone who will.
Oh, I'll get them for you, Augusta. I promise. It's a matter of honor. Excuse me. Hit the jackpot yet?
I'm doing more watching and betting, Mason.
Watching, yes. It's what my father's been doing. And Lionel. Of course, that was your intention. You like being seen by the right people.
Why does everyone seem to think I'm here to be seen?
Well, Sophia, you did choose to bring your date to an establishment that's largely owned by your ex-lover and your ex-husband. That does seem designed for maximum effect, in spite of what you say to the contrary.
Mason, you haven't changed, have you? You know, a while back when you were with Mary, I really thought you had changed. For the first time, I was starting to see some warmth and compassion from you.
Well, I did try that for a while, Sophia, but there were very few dividends. So the old Mason's back, by popular demand. Cheers.
Sophia, I'd like to compliment you on your strategy. You seem to have Lionel and Cece noticeably off balance. What are you, all a part of a convention around here? Excuse me? Augusta, I am not here for any effect. Now listen to me. For years, you and Lionel have used me because the two of you refused to get along together. I don't intend to be used any longer. Have you told Lionel that? No, I think you're the one that should speak to your husband. You left him to prove something. The only thing that you have proven is that you're more miserable without each other than you are together, and I think you should do something to rectify the situation while you still can. Sophia, if I were going to go to a marriage counselor, you'd be the last person I'd go to. Augusta, I'm going to give you a little advice anyway. Look at him. Look at Lionel. Look at him. He likes women, Augusta. And women like him. Oh, he's not going to be alone for very long. Now, I think you should swallow your stupid pride and go back to him while you still can.
She had to leave. Hey, but she wouldn't have left if she had known that you were awake. You know she loves to be with you. And she knows you love to be with her. Can I tell you something? A secret? I sometimes get a little lonely, too. And so I was thinking, if it's okay with you, you and I could be friends. Buddies. What do you think? What do you think about it? Can we shake on that? Okay. Good night, Brandon. Good night. Good night, Ted.
Passport. You're really good with kids.
Well, it's hard not to be. He's a cutie.
Yeah, he certainly is.
Well, good night.
Well, wait, where are you going?
To have my dinner.
Well, why don't you just have it out here? Wow, change the scenery.
Well, I don't know. Are you done with your paper?
Yeah, all done. We'll just clear the books here.
Jane, what? Jane?
Oh, Jane Eyre.
Jane Eyre.
Yeah.
What's it about?
Well, it's about a girl who's an orphan and gets hired by this guy to take care of his kid. And he's got a wife who nobody knows about, and she's locked up in the attic.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, it gets kind of spooky, especially when this crazy wife burns down the whole house. But it turns out okay because Jane marries Mr. Rochester. He's the guy that hired Jane, the girl. And oh shoot, he's blind. I didn't mention that. Did I?
No.
Well, maybe I'm not that good of a storyteller, but it's a good book. You're welcome to read it if you want.
You wouldn't mind?
Oh, no, please do.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I'm off to Kelly's. You, take care and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, have a nice evening.
Okay.
Well, I guess this one should be it. Maybe I should get it before it starts to cool off.
Eden, before you do, I'm really glad you were here today.
I'm glad you were here, too.
Guess we both needed somebody to talk to.
Yeah, I guess we did. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Hi.
Oh, yeah.
You got the car parts?
Yeah, all I need now is a flashlight to install them with.
I think I saw one in that drawer.
Here's your purse.
Thanks.
Oh, what are we making, a gallon of tea or something?
No, Eden wanted to take a bath, so she's heating the water.
Oh, by the way, we couldn't get the tools to fix the gas tank, so we're going to have to do it without hot water and without heat.
Well, I guess we need more firewood then.
All right, I'll go out and see what I can do.
You know what? That'll take too long, so let's go to a place that sells it. I saw one down the road, and I'll go with you. Come on.
I just got out of the car.
No, but it's beautiful outside. Come on.
All right, Cruz. I'll see you later, okay?
Yeah, listen, we'll probably be gone by the time you get back. It shouldn't take too long to get the cars fixed. So,
all right, well, drive carefully, okay?
Yeah, I'll see you back in town.
Good to see you.
Bye-bye,
Yeah,
Cruz.
okay. Bye, Mary.
Whoa! Did you see how fast that guy was going? Doesn't he know it's a mountain road?
Everybody's in a hurry these days.
The woman. Are they leaving?
No. I've got to see for myself.
Mary, could you bring in that other kettle of water? It's getting kind of cold in here.
Mason, Ted told me you might be here. You have to help me.
I tried helping you once, Gene, a long time ago.
Look, this isn't for me. It's for Brandon.
I can't help you get him back.
There's something wrong with him. There's something terrible's going to happen to him if he stays away from me any longer. He's going to end up in the hospital or something.
Oh, please, Gina.
I mean, I saw him today, and I didn't even recognize him. I don't even know my own little boy. He's quiet. He won't eat. He's doing badly in school. He's pitiful. You have to at least listen to me.
Oh, you got business with Mr. Hartley?
That's none of your concern, is it?
Oh, come on, CC. You think I don't know you're still trying to cut me out of my piece of this place? How much did you offer Dylan for his? Save your breath. Because whatever you offered him, I've already doubled it.
Lionel, your investment in this place is going to go the way all your other projects have gone. You're going to lose it. Just like you lost your father's money, and your wife, and now even your mistress.
Gina, I don't know what to say. I can't reason with Dad.
Well, you could at least try.
He won't listen. He only hears what he wants to hear, and he does not want to hear that Brandon needs you and not him.
I can't believe you won't help me get Brandon back.
Gina, I'm not even sure I believe you.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, I have to say what I think.
You're just a coward. You're afraid to fight Cece, aren't you? All you've ever wanted is a pat on the back from the old man. That's it, isn't it?
Not true.
Why don't you grow up, Mason? Don't you realize he hates you? In case you didn't know, he sent Mary and her new boyfriend up to the family cabin. Did you hear about that? I see, so you did know.
Yeah.
Mary and Mark are on their way to a little romantic hideaway right now. Right now, Mason.
Okay. A trunkload of wood like that, we can stay a week if we want. That's not a serious suggestion.
I know.
Are you sorry you came?
Of course not.
Did I ruin everything from the start?
Mark, it is not your fault.
You keep saying that, but I'm obviously doing something wrong here.
Look, it's me. It's not you. I agreed to come here, and I thought I wanted to, and now that I'm here, I keep putting up these walls, and I'm really sorry. I just can't help.
Don't feel bad. Listen, I've been rushing you, and I promised that I wouldn't do that.
I just don't know what's happening.
Mary, if you want me to take you back to Santa Barbara tonight, I'll do it. I just don't want you to be unhappy. Just tell me what you want.
Cruz? Please.
What are you gonna do when you get back home?
What do you mean?
What are you gonna tell Kirk? You gonna say that you saw me? Here's your water.
Thank you. Please don't look at me like that.
Eden, you can't expect me not to want you.
It's wrong.
Yeah. You know, I have tried to get over you. I've tried. I can't. Because I know that you and I are supposed to be together. That's all I know.